number of job vacancies at the beginning of April was up 44.4% from a year earlier, as they hit record highs in a number of sectors. The agency says employers in Canada were actively seeking to fill just over 1 million jobs, a gain of 308,000 compared with April of last year. It says job vacancies hit record levels in sectors including professional, scientific, and technical services, transportation and warehousing, finance and insurance, and construction, where employers are looking to fill nearly 90,000 positions. KPMG has announced the opening of the first KPMG Metaverse Collaboration Hub, where employers or clients can connect. Kunal Bhasin is crypto assets and blockchain co-leader at KPMG in Canada.
It is a 3D, so imagine if you're in an animated series where you can see what you're wearing, you can choose, what sort of glasses you want to have, what sort of environment you want to collaborate in. You want to be or at a beach or in the space, you want to collaborate in a very, innovative environment that kind of gets your senses going, and more collaboration happens and a lot more interaction with our clients happens over that.
According to Bhasin, this is where they see the world going in the next few years. On the market, a winning Friday on Bay Street. The TSX is moving up, leading the way up. Bosch up by 18%. The TSX on the plus side by 373 to 19,090. Wall Street is heading for just its second winning week in the last 12. It is up 717 points to 31,394. The S&P up by 99, 3,895. The Nasdaq up by 305 to 11,537. At the City News Business Center, I'm Phil Martino.
Looking for fuller, thicker, more flowing hair? Hi, I'm Dr. Pollock, founder of Pollock Clinics. Our new PRP, or platelet-rich plasma hair restoration, is a safe, all-natural, and affordable way to rejuvenate and stimulate new growth. Improve the look, feel, and overall health of your hair. Find out why more and more men and women are choosing Pollock Clinics for PRP hair restoration. Visit pollockclinics.com.
Hey Vancouver, did you know the rental market is hot? My name is Shaman, and I'm CEO here at Hope Street Management. These days, rental property ROI is on the rise. Our home
Palangga.
is a blink of an eye. So if you have a place to rent out, drop us a line.
Nantok
With
ako.
people all over Western Canada at this service, and hundreds of great tenants on the west. Check out hopestreet.ca to learn more.
Guys, what's up?
News time 1:59. Just a reminder, you can get breaking news, traffic, and weather anywhere, anytime. Go to citynews.ca and listen live on your computer or mobile device, or simply ask your smart speaker to play
Traffic,
City News Vancouver. City News 1130 Listen Live is powered by Upguys.com.
Ano oras
Charmaine
na ba?
Silva is our news director. City News 1130 Vancouver. It's 2
Alas 3 na ba?
Alas dos.
Alas 2. Sorry naman.
for breaking news, traffic, and weather.
Tutulog yata ako sa harap.
City News
Hindi naman, nakalubog lang siya. Ko talaga.
Giving us some John Ackerman,
Sarap ng beach
Vancouver
day.
with sunshine and 20 degrees. Here's what's making news right now.
O, tara, mag-beach tayo. Bukas pa? Buti ngayon. Mas mainit sa ano, di ba?
Masaya bukas.
The abortion
Oh, yeah.
decision in the U.S. is having an impact
Tsaka
here
sa
in Canada, with the
sa
Prime Minister calling it
31.
horrific.
31 degrees
But
sila
abortion
sa
Ano kailangan maaga tayo?
hoping it leads to
Yeah.
change here.
Kasi definitely maraming tao.
Here,
Okay?
organizers of the Vancouver Half Marathon this weekend warning runners to come hydrated and to wear sunscreen. And some relief is on the way for would-be travelers stuck in line outside Service Canada offices. New
Sleepy.
triage measures will be introduced in Vancouver on Monday.
The Stanley Cup could be handed out tonight, and the Vancouver Canucks bolster their front office a little more today. We'll explain in sports at 15.
Solid gains on Bay and Wall Street, and a new poll suggests over 40% of Canadians don't trust the Bank of Canada will tame inflation. Business at 26.
It's 2:01. Over to the traffic center. Something happening in South Bend there, Riley.
Yeah, got some trouble here. Marine is 57. Updates on this one, you can let us
Yan
know.
muna
But
natin
again,
yung kay
of course,
JC.
some
Baka
pretty
gusto
good
niya
delays
yan.
as you try and head through
Truck
there, you'll
rate.
find extra volume. As you're heading along to the UBC,
I think gusto niya yan eh.
towards it. See, of course, Marine 57, Southwest Marine quite busy in both directions. Updates on this, how can you let us know? Well, you give us an update on the phone, of course. That's hands-free.
Ang truck driver.
Star 1130 or on Twitter, sitting and stopping on an extra 10 or 15 each way
Kuya?
on your drive.
Ikaw sa
Trouble here.
Doon sa California ngayon, nandun pa ako doon sa
Collided
Nabalita.
in Bend. It's going to be on Hastings, east of
Mayroong route talaga na-encounter nila, delikado. So, may namatay ito.
Yung daan ang delikado or yung
Rock, yung daan.
Still, eastbound 17, east of the 136 area. Right lane blocked off by police and heading to Bridgeview. DC Ferry is a busy spot right now. Actually, no, trying to get border crossing is a busy spot. 1 to 2 hours here. Searching, something about duty free. Similar story here from Bath Island. We're looking a little bit better. Let's call it a 45 to an hour wait. Also, that's going to an hour. Crossing the east, 15 minutes. DC Ferry is the top.
nangangalay na naman mamaya itong kanan ko. Matabing eh. Oops. Lalong natabing eh.
Pinoverturn.
Oh, alin? Hindi ko narinig.
Individual states the power to make it illegal. Cabin reaction here at home. More on that in a moment. But first, cities take the lead with the latest from Washington, D.C.
Anti-abortion activists erupted in cheers when their decision was read. But the crowd of pro-choice protesters is growing larger and larger this hour outside the Supreme Court.
I'm angry, I'm fired up. The fight is not over. People did this fight 50 years ago. I guess it's our turn to take the fight up again.
You are not free to join for us. We will stand. In the wake of today's ruling, more and more states enacting their trigger laws immediately outlawing abortion. In states like Oklahoma, Louisiana, Kentucky, and South Dakota, abortion is now legal with no exceptions for rape and incest. Penalties range from being charged with a felony to fines of up to $100,000 and up to 10 years in prison. President Joe Biden calling it a realization of an extreme ideology.
Let's be very clear. The health and life of women in this nation are now at risk.
Biden limited in his power. An executive order would not undo this ruling. The president warning the country is on a dangerous path. In a concurring opinion, Justice Clarence Thomas also called for the Supreme Court to revisit rulings on same-sex relationships, marriage, and contraception. Caitlin Lee, City News.
Today's U.S. Supreme Court decision also making waves on this side of the border. The Prime Minister vowing to defend abortion services here. Groups opposed are emboldened.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is vowing to continue to defend women's rights. He says this is a devastating setback in the U.S., calling the ruling horrific.
It shows how much standing up and fighting for rights matters every day, that we can't take anything for granted.
Kelly Bowden with Action Canada tells me access to abortion services remains a big problem in our country and that all levels of government need to fix it. However, there are better legal protections here.
Abortion is health care in Canada, so it's protected under the Canada Health Act. So the process to challenge that right is a significantly more complicated one.
But that's not deterring the Campaign Life Coalition, which is energized by this ruling, hoping it renews the debate and leads to restrictions on abortions. Cormac Nick Sweeney, Parliament Hill.
Canadian abortion providers are disgusted with the U.S. ruling, but are also confident our health care system can help.
Joyce Arthur, who's an executive
director at Abortion Rights Coalition of Canada, says she is heartbroken.
The thing is, all the blue states, the clinics in blue states, are also going to be overwhelmed with Americans traveling out of state for care.
Arthur believes this new ruling, which according to her has already done damage, will take years to turn around, and she said Canadian women will need more access to abortion options. Adding if Canada wants to even think of helping American women, our system needs a lot of improvement.
We're really worried about the increased wait times for Canadians or just reduced access in general. It's already hard enough for people, especially in the rural areas in the north. They often have to travel very far to those areas, so it's just going to get worse.
Michelle Fortin, who works with Options for Sexual Health, believes the healthcare system can handle the potential influx of American women looking for abortion.
Part of our fight here is to ensure that our access to equitable abortion services and beyond is ensconced here in our provincial and federal law.
But adding it's important we keep our services unbiased and safe. Michael Williams, City News.
City News time 2:07. Weather-wise today, mainly sunny and warm. The daytime high to 21, up to 25 degrees inland. Mainly clear for tonight, a low to 13. Right now in Vancouver, it is sunny and well, speaking of the heat, come hydrated, wear sunscreen and run to the conditions. That advice from organizers if you're running the Vancouver Half Marathon this weekend.
With all of our events, we want to ensure everyone's safety and that they're healthy and they have a great experience. So when the weather fluctuates, we advise them to fluctuate their expectations and their plans for race day.
That's race director Charlotte Brookson says they follow an event alert system and are prepared to keep runners safe. Part of this plan includes lots and lots of ice.
We were able to double our ice order. We already had all the logistics and operational plans in place for our 8 stations along the route. So again, there's 7 8 stations along the route. So we're just increasing that ice order at all of the spots. We have plenty of water and noon to keep people hydrated.
Adding in other years, the heat wouldn't be a big issue, but the cold spring means people are not acclimatized to the conditions. Over 4,000 runners will be pounding the pavement this Sunday. Rebecca Johnstone, City News.
The Independent Investigations Office, BC civilian-led police watchdog, has been called to camp.
RCMP started yesterday morning when Mounties arrested a man for breaching his probation. He was taken into custody.
Hanggang ikaw yan. Thank you pagstay ha.
And in medical distress. Officers attempted first aid until emergency crews could arrive, but the man died in the hospital. IO will now determine whether police actions led to his death. Some relief on the way for Canadians stuck in long lines waiting for passports at Service Canada locations. New triage measures introduced in Montreal this week will be rolled out in Vancouver and other cities nationwide starting Monday. Robert Henning has been waiting in line outside the Surrey passport office and has this advice.
I understand that Service Canada has hired another 600 people for training. They know they have a problem, and all I can do is tell you, if you're going to come here, get here early. Don't even be ashamed to come at 4 or 5
Thank you, thank you.
If you do, you will definitely get in.
Ikaw hindi ka pa inaantok?
As Canada says, given large crowds and lineups, it is implementing new triage measures, prioritizing service to those with urgent travel needs within the following 24 to 48
luminaw para makita mo dun yung
The BC government is
view.
encouraging Indigenous, Black, and other racialized
Mga
groups to
bundok.
apply for its new
Maraming
anti-racism
snow.
committee, which is meant to start dismantling systemic racism in the
Basta
province's
naiwan.
institutions. Applications are open until July 18th for as many as 11 positions, including committee chair. Terms last 3 years. Members will receive an
Ayun na
honorarium
naman.
and will be
Labo na naman.
reimbursed for any travel expenses. The committee is part of BC's new Anti-Racist Data Act. Will use data about people of color in an effort to make government programs and services more equitable. And the Snowbirds aerobatic team has been grounded by a technical glitch, but it's hoped they can get back in the air in time for Canada Day celebrations in Ottawa. The Canadian Armed Forces says maintenance crews discovered that
Malilate si
device
JC para sa
sets the timing of parachute deployment
Sa
injection
Canada Day.
calibrated properly. Adding this is not linked to the
4th of
crash.
July yung dadatna niya pero hindi naman tayo celebrate.
In May of 2020. Some performances in New Brunswick next week are being canceled, but further appearances in BC this summer are still a go, at least for now. Vancouver's #1 for breaking news, traffic and weather.
This
is City News 1130.
Everywhere. Hey, it's 2:11. Let's fly on over to the
70
traffic
something?
center for Friday Phillips.
$70.
Crossings here. If you're still in South
Oo.
Line down to Peace Hour, it's about an hour and a half
80,
wait. Right from the
something
duty
like that.
free. We're looking at
Tapos pinabag.
30-40 and about 10-15
for all the roads.
Di ba dapat dito?
Southbound back into Canada,
99
about 30 to an
okay.
hour here for the 2 to the west, the 2 to the
Kasi
east,
ako,
20 minutes.
ano
at
pala
most.
to? Night
BC
pala
Ferry,
to.
a little bit of a sail weight here for you. One sail weight to Austin Sports Bay. Drive at the 4, that's at 95%. 2 sail weight over to Deep Point. You maybe get on the 815, that's at 90% full right now. And no other sail weights from Horseshoe Bay to Nanaimo. Work on 152nd, 72nd Avenue. Same for Highway 15, Highway 10. East Road is actually on my 68th day on 52nd. Stalled vehicle eastbound 17 around 136 in the right lane, and a collision here on
Ay, dito
Southwest
pala
Marine
tayo.
57th.
Sa
Backing up real
99.
good here, both directions. Collision for Hastings
Itong,
east of Clark,
ano,
and there is
oak na nga
traffic
pala
on
yan,
light
diretso.
malfunctions
Yun
happening
nga yung
on
sinasabi ko sa'yo
Nanaimo
kanina.
and Grandview. That's causing a pretty big tie for all directions, mainly north-south issue though. Upper levels getting busy coming down to the bridge for the ironworkers, and if you happen on something further, you can get us on the phone. Star 1130. Also getting a little bit busy here, eastbound down towards North Road. If we have a problem, give us a call as well. Traffic, of course, brought to you by City News. City News is Vancouver's #1 source for local news. Watch on City TV, listen to City News on the radio, and connect with us online. City News everywhere. The forecast for the Penfold, Jerping, and Southern Weather Center follows next. We check in with Carl Lamb.
We've got special weather statements across most of the province, and it is going to be a hot weekend. Temperatures today head up to 21 degrees, and it will be warmer further inland, closer to about 25 with lots of sunshine, down to 13 degrees tonight. For tomorrow, 28 will be the high temperature, mostly sunny and about 30 degrees further inland, and you're going to get a little relief if you're down by the water by about 3 to 4 degrees than what we're dealing with from Metro Vancouver. Our daytime high temperature today is 1.
Right now in Vancouver, it is sunny and 20 degrees. You could win $1,900 in the City News 1130 weather guarantee. Tune in weekday mornings at 7:11. Find out. Meteorologist Michael Coos has another $100 to the jackpot, or if he has to give it all away. The City News 1130 weather guarantee brought to you by Wildbirds Unlimited, Vancouver and North Vancouver. Get the details at citynews.ca. It's 2:13. A local men's choir closing out its 30th anniversary season with a special pair of performances this weekend. Corleone
And jet dito ang ano, dyan langga ang papunta sa airport.
The weekend, Stevie Wonder, Tegan and Sarah, and others. Artistic director Eric White
Dyan papasok sa loob. Kaya lang hindi tayo dyan pupunta eh.
We're going mask option for singers on stage, which is a really, really, really big deal. So not only will folks be able to hear the choir sounding the way that they normally do, they'll also see the faces, and that connection is what's been so important to us over 30 years.
Acapella 2 happens tomorrow at 5 and 8 p.m. at St. Andrew's Wesley United Church in downtown Vancouver. Up next in sports, the Stanley Cup will be in the building tonight in Denver. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. It's 2:14.
Looking to transform your bathroom? Let your dreams come to life with a visit to Splash's Bath and Kitchen. If sleek and sophisticated is the look you're after, ask about the Essence Top Handle Bathroom Faucet from Grohe. Available in a variety of finishes. This faucet features a contemporary cylindrical spout and uses EcoJoy technology to reduce water waste without sacrificing performance. Come in and talk to an expert product consultant today at one of Splash's Bath and Kitchen's 28 showrooms across Western Canada or at splashesonline.com.
A message from Canadian Blood Services. In times of need, we show up. And right now, patients across Canada need donors to show up and donate blood like lives depend on it. Because they do. Give today at blood.ca. Together, we are Canada's lifeline.
There's an immediate need for blood. Over 800 open appointments to fill in Vancouver by the end of June. Patients need you to show up. Lives depend on it. You can help by booking and keeping your appointment. Book now at blood.ca, located at 888 Dunsmuir Street, 4750 Oak Street, and 1555 101st Avenue in Surrey. This is City News 1130. Sunshine and 20 degrees in Vancouver. Good afternoon. I'm Sean Ackerman. Here's what's making news right now. The U.S. Supreme Court striking down the Roe v. Wade decision, effectively making abortion illegal in many American states. A crowd gathering outside the top court in Washington, D.C. to protest the ruling. The decision also making waves on this side of the border with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau vowing to protect abortion services in this country. And BC Civilian Police Watchdog, the Independent Investigations Office, has been called to Campbell River. A man arrested for breach of probation died several hours later in the hospital. Time now for a sports update from Sportsnet 650, your home of the Canucks and the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's Marcus Fitzgerald. The Vancouver Canucks making some changes, some announcements regarding their front office today. Former GM Dale Talon comes in as a senior advisor and professional scout. Abbotsford Canucks GM Ryan Johnson adds another title to his portfolio. He will now work as an assistant alongside Canucks GM Patrick Alvin. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final goes tonight. Avalanche can win it all tonight on home ice, leading the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-1. Lightning head coach John Cooper has said there is no tomorrow. They've got to get it done, and they do. Puck drop at 5 p.m. on Sportsnet. On the links at the Travelers Championship, Xander Schauffele has had himself a pretty good day so far in round 2. 13 under for the event, 6 under on the day. Still 3 holes to go. He's 4 shots.
Tama rin lang naman naaga tayong umalis kasi matraffic nga dito sa area na.
As well. So is Nick Hardy and Mark
Baka next year pa tayo umabot.
Canadian at the event for now. That would
Huwag
be
muna ka magpark doon kasi may bayad ng parking doon.
second round 64.
Saan ka magpapark?
Hindi malapit-lapit lang doon. Ay, sa labas.
Gusto mo sa park? Sa Queens? Sa Queen Elizabeth?
Ayoko doon lang sa area nila pero hindi sa loob ng facility nila.
Pero I don't think merong ano doon. Spot para mag-park ka na, hindi ka magbabayad.
Just listen to this message. I'm dead serious. Which Chrysler dealer in BC outsells every Ford dealer in BC? Willowbrook Chrysler. Which Chrysler store outsells every Chevy and GM store, Steve? Willowbrook Chrysler. Who in BC outsells every Chrysler store in BC? Willowbrook Chrysler, of course. So why when you shop smart and shop at Willowbrook Chrysler, where friends mean more than
Pati yung nasa likod niya.
Magkasama sila.
Willowbrook Chrysler. Hey Vancouver, did you know the rental market is hot?
Ayun pa sa Washington.
And I'm CEO here at Hope Street
Mamasyal sila.
These days, rental property ROI is on the rise. And our homes rent
sila Stanley Park.
So if you have a place to rent out, drop us a line. We have people all over Western Canada at your service and hundreds of great tenants on the wait list. Check out hopestreet.ca to learn more.
Welcome to Vancouver.
You're listening to City News. I'm Colin Robertson. If you've been tightening your financial belt lately, you're not alone. City News business editor Chris McCusker explains.
Inflation in Canada hasn't been this high since 1983, almost 40 years.
May tinatayo dun, no? May kona.
45% of respondents in a new study by Angus Reid say they are worse off now than they were last year. That's the highest.
26th meeting of the Commonwealth leaders today by urging them to learn from Canada's Indigenous reconciliation efforts.
In Canada recently, my wife and I were deeply touched to meet many of those engaged in the ongoing process of reconciliation. Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples reflecting honestly and openly on one of the darkest aspects of history.
Canadian station ba yan?
Challenging as that conversation can be, people across Canada
Hindi, yung pinapakinggan mo radyo.
courage and unwavering
US?
commitment.
The prince also said he wanted to make clear that each Commonwealth nation's relationship with the Crown is for them to discern, opening the door for countries to sever ties. The head of the UN is issuing an extreme warning about the global food
What's that?
Mahina yung signal niya.
Dito sa spot nga na to, nawalan nga ako ng ano eh. Na-disconnect ako sa Wi-Fi. Pero baka meron siyang nasasagap na ano doon, na Wi-Fi. Kaya siya na-disconnect. Trying to connect sa ano Wi-Fi. Wala, makaka-copyright tayo dyan. Bala siya. Feeling ko ang aga pa natin.
Duran Sur. Rio.
Bahay ba yan?
Parang pati sa gitna.
Parang palasyo. Ay, kalabaw pa.
Jack 96.9, playing what we want.
Patikin nga lang isa.
Actually, hindi ako masyadong antok, pero kailangan pa siguro isa pa.
Mas madaling buksan.
Mas masarap yan.
Parang lang halos.
May yan. Hindi kasap pa rin. Sa may cream pala. Mura lang pala sushi dyan, oh. Sa Sushi Mura.
Murahin ka pagpasok mo.
Di ba mura
paglabas
lang?
mo, murahin ka.
Sushi Mura. Mura lang pala sushi dyan. Ay, hindi ko nakikita. Asan yan? Ay, thank you, Ma'am Merlin. Uy, matutulog na kayo. Good night. Altor. Tapos mamaya ulit pag nag-biyahe somewhere. Hindi ko pa masabi saan. Siya, good night. Thank you sa tamsak at pagdaan. Ay, good night lang ka.
day to start again.
Dad, naka-live. Rockstar. Ayan, ang downtown Vancouver. Ay, dito na pala tayo sa Vancouver. But then, sa doktor tayo sa doktor.
Perfect na lang.
Ha? Lapit na tayo. Pero hindi ka na dyan papasok sa kabila ka. Okay, fine. Pwede ka dyan pumasok kung gusto mo. Hindi pa to doon sa susunod pa.
Tambay mo na, matatambay ba tayo?
Hindi dito. Gusto mo dyan magtambay. Dito ka na Tita Min, malapit. Sa 30 second.
Tambahan doon.
Ewan ko kung naririnig ba tayo ni Tita Joy. Shout out kay Tita Joy. Kay Joy Simple. Or Joy Simple. Ito na tayo. Ito ang Red Cross. Ayun, lagpas na. Ito na ngayon yung pupuntahan natin na doktor. Na clinic at hospital. Visit children.
Emergency.
Yeah, emergency dito. Pero pwede ka na dito pumasok, kaya lang paikot-ikot ka. So doon ka dapat sa 29.
Pinarakan ako naman eh.
Okay. Thank you naman.
Ultimate sports side-by-side, the 2023 Kawasaki Terex 1000 from Mount Baker Motorsports in Bellingham. Built from the
Ano ibig sabihin
ground
nun?
up, the Terex KRX 1000
Pagdating ng
Ito. Ano ibig sabihin nun?
denied by the world's toughest trails. The game-changing Terex
Ano yun?
inspires confidence.
Yun yung may lumalabas na sprinkler.
I see. Okay, yun pala yun. Ayan ang Children's Hospital.
Kawasaki side-by-sides, and you've got everything you need to push the
Ayan.
limits for an adventure.
Anong bawal mag-park?
Kaya nga, may limit yung time.
Umpisa ng ng Good night.
3.
Good day dito.
Closer,
Thanks.
restaurant.